Hey guys, so I mean, this is one of those topics that's probably going to be divisive depending which side of the line you're on, but I have a feeling a lot of my audience is on the same side of the line that I am. And if you are on the other side of the line, I mean no disrespect. I'm just trying to understand, okay? The Stanley Cup trend. Alright, let's just call him as we see him. It's a freaking cup. It's an insulated cup at the end of the day that happens to be pink. And I'm sure that has everything to do with why people lost their shit over them. You slap pink on it, we'll buy anything. It's true. Back in December, I bought this guy. It's not a Stanley. It's a Hydrofull, but you guys know this was before the trend even started. You remember I got this right as I was getting over COVID, and I had done so badly with letting myself get dehydrated during that whole thing that I was like, I need to bribe myself into drinking more water. So I treated myself to another one of these insulated tumblers. I have another one that's like mint green and pink, but this was the other one that I really wanted at the same time that I was going eeny, meeny, miny, mo between when I got the other one. So now I have both. But who knew that within weeks the Stanley Cup trend would start, specifically with pink ones? I was like, I feel attacked right now. I mean, I don't understand. They're like $40 for an insulated tumbler. This holds more than the Stanley. This holds 50 ounces compared to their 40, and this is half the price. I'm just saying. I'm not here to shit on your Stanley Cups. If you like your Stanley Cup, that's great. I am so happy for you. Meanwhile, I'll be over here with my Hydrofull, loving on it just as much as you love on your Stanley. Okay? Okay, we can agree to disagree. There's an even bigger one that the same brand makes now that I kind of also want, that's like 60 ounces, and I'm like, if I can get to where I can down this easily in a day, like every day, and it's like not even a thing, I will allow myself to buy the bigger one that has stars all over it and is so freaking cute. And it is also minty and pink, but also has stars, and that's the main reason I want, is because the stars on it. But anyway, so I get it to some degree. I do get it, but I don't get all the snobbery around it having to be a Stanley. The people who are like bullying other people for not having specifically a Stanley. I don't get it. It's a freaking insulated cup at the end of the day. They're not that different other than shape, and it doesn't have the brand on it. It does the same thing. It does the very same thing. So, I thought, in a brief moment, that I finally had something where I win over the Stanley Cup people, when, like, a day ago, there was that whole thing from, like, Lead Free Mama proving that the Stanley Cups contain lead, because, like, on the bottom of them, there's, like, a little button, they call it, that comes off, and if you use a lead testing kit under there, it tests bright red for lead in there. So I was like, oh shit, and then a bunch of copycats came in and tested their Stanley Cups and saw, same deal. Some of them were even testing the inside of the cup walls and stuff where there's not supposed to be anything like that ever, and some of those were even testing positive. Now, are those reliable? Who knows? I don't know. But the ones on the bottom, turns out, were legit, and Stanley put out a statement about it that yes, there is a small pellet under that button that seals in your vacuum insulation, but that button contains it in there. You're not in contact with the lead. It's definitely not getting in your drink. Take a breath. It's industry standard. But then with that, I was like, crap. And then look at the bottom of mine. Oh. Okay. I'll sit down and shut up. Because for half a second there, I was very smug thinking, oh, you Stanley girlies, you enjoying your lead poisoning? Yummy lead. I'm gonna be over here with my cup that's not a Stanley and does not have lead in it. Yes. And then I learned that and was like, oh. I'm gonna sit down and shut up right now. So neither of us are better than the other on this one. Apparently there's lead in all of them. If it's an insulated tumbler, that little pellet thing is there. in all of them if you see that little circle disc on the bottom of your cup. If that should come off at any point, throw it away, buy a new one. Or if it's a brand that has like a warranty on it, get a replacement, but throw away the one that's broken. Because yes, at that point you actually will, in fact, be exposed to lead. So, I was just cracking up though yesterday before they put out that statement and before doing a bit of homework and finding out that, oh shit, yeah, okay, basically all of them have that. Going around the house looking at like all the insulated tumblers of any kinds we have and being like, ah shit, yeah, the bottoms of all of them, no matter what brand it is on all of them. No, dang it. Alright, fine, alright, you win. But before that, there was, like, people who are, in fact, on the Stanley side of the line who are like, I don't care if it contains lead. I kind of feel like a badass drinking lead. It's like one of those sick Victorian child illnesses. I was like, oh my god, you understand what lead poisoning is. If you're glamorizing it, you don't understand what it is. Clearly. And yes, that was an actual quote from an actual video. I'm not going to call out the person by name, but that was, in fact, a real example. And if you dig into this topic watching other videos, a lot of them actually include the video with the person's face saying, and I was like, oh my god. But I'm pretty sure that this person was a kid. I think they were under 18, so I'm not comfortable popping in that clip in mine. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do that. But still, it's like, aw, dude, are we really doing that? Is that how far the Stanley Cup cult has gone? But on the other hand, now it's like, nope, okay, apparently all the insulated tumblers have it, alright, fine. As long as it stays on the inside, away from my drink, away from me, I don't care. Apparently it's been that way the whole time with all of them that I've used for years and years. I have never seen one come off, but I suppose now knowing that, I know what to do if one ever does, but thankfully that's never been a thing. I'll make sure to let my sister know as well, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. What is your take on the whole Stanley Cup trend, though? Are you one of them that bought into it? No judgment or shame from me. I promise. I'm not here to, like, call you out, make you feel attacked. That's not what this is. I'm just curious how many of my audience actually are on that side, and how many of them are on this side line where I'm like, it's a friggin' cup! It's not that deep! Like, it's cute, because it's pink, yeah, like I said, I have a tumbler, too, that isn't Stanley, but it's pink, and yes, I bought it just because it's pink. I get it, but on the other hand, I don't get the snobbery with it having to be Stanley. Anyway. That's all, so... Anyway, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.